You might be fooled to think that this is an episode of Shamba Shape Up and we are about to discover why hash avocado is the new gold. However, we're still stuck on our roots, which is real estate. And this is just part of the kitchen garden of this property that we are touring along Kiambu Road. In fact, only 9 kilometers from the CBD. It is such an honor to be within such an environment, yet so close to the city. Without further ado, let's get the show started so that we can see what this unit is all about. Karibuni.
It's another beautiful day in the outskirts of the city under the sun, and today's tour is located in one of the best gated communities along Kiambu Road, and we have decided to start our show on the street level so that we can get an understanding of this place. It is one of those estates with a lot of greenery coverage, and I guess that is because the plots are capped at half an acre. That is the least you can get here, and therefore there's space to plant trees. And I like how, especially for a tour, or rather the house that we'll be touring today, you have even greenery outside the property, where we have the sliding gate that opens to the top. The sliding gate is automated, and on this side you have a gatehouse, a tank, and supplying water to this side, where you have the staff quarters. There's also an outdoor washroom and a storage area. Parking can do about 7 cars, and from here you can see the facade of the house. You have maderas on the wall, a big circle, and then you have this evening mist ensuring that you get tons of natural light. And from here you can get to think that the house is a 2-level. However, it is built on a slope, and therefore we have a lower level. That is why we have this staircase and a retaining wall over here to ensure that you can access the lower level. From here we can go straight to the backyard, where you have the swimming pool, the gazebo, the garden, and you're going to see that later on. But before we progress with the show, this is where I give you the specs of the house. It is a 4-bedroom, 570 square meters. There's a swimming pool, unfinished, but it is the provisions have been done for you, and just the tiling that is remaining, as you're going to see. And it is available for 82 million shilling, starting on a half acre. Comes with a staff quarter, as I've already mentioned, and lots of space, as you're going to see. Follow me to this side, and before you get, she said, the house again, you have a lot of greenery on the wall. I really like this because it brings a cooling effect to the house and even warms it up, sort of reduces all this concrete again that you get to see. A nice door on this side that opens to your foyer, which I find quite spacious, and I like that from this level you don't really get to see anything else apart from the living space at the very far end, and you can fit a console table over here to place your car keys or your sunglasses. And going to this side, you have this door that opens to the powder area. I really like the placement of this powder area just next to the foyer area, and it is very spacious with a nice vanity setup, water closet, and quite a sizable window, ensuring that you get tons of natural lighting on that side. And over here you have a staircase that takes you to the lower level. I like the wooden cladding that they have done on it, looks spectacular. On this side you have 2 bedrooms, the kids bedroom. Let's start with bedroom number 1 on this side, and the bedrooms are spacious. I can see 2 beds over here. Probably your kid can be able to host their friends and so on. There's a desk over there from where they can do their homework. And on this side, the kids get to share this bathroom. It's a Jack and Jill, but I like the way this Jack and Jill has been done. Most of the cases you get that the door opens straight to the washroom area, but in this case it opens to another space. Like the shower is separated from the water closet, yeah? And then you have the vanity area.
And I think this, if you must do a Jack and Jill, this should be the way to go about it. What do you think?
Yes, I will recommend this design as well.
Yes.
Because this means that you don't find anyone inside the bathroom at a discomfort time.
Yes.
And also I'd like to add on that here would be nice if you have a huge vanity mirror and then light it up so that you can have this place a bit more lively and have more lighting in this place.
Yeah. We're going to see a lot of things that sort of not a lot, but a few things that have not been finished. And I think that is one of the things that will make a lot of difference over here.
Yes.
The kids too need to see themselves as they're brushing their teeth.
Yeah.
And throwing on to the other side, we have the other bedroom. And this is the second bedroom overall. It is front facing. We can see the parking from here. I can also see the retaining wall and the staircase. And Willis, I want to point out something on the retaining wall. I know this is might sound obvious, but whenever you're doing a retaining wall, it's always good to have those openings. You can see those openings where they have, so that in case there's water that has stagnated on your front area and seeps into the ground, then it can have places to go via those openings. So when you do retaining walls, don't forget those openings. They're very important. And with that, you're done with those two bedrooms. Now let's move on to this side so that we can see what you have over here. So we are back at the foyer. This is where we have the main entrance, and you're welcomed to the living space. And this is a triple volume space. And my goodness, really, what do you think?
I think it's amazing how you can get this much space.
Yes.
It makes the space, you see, in terms of the plinth area, this is not a very big space.
Yes.
But due to the headroom, you feel like this is a grand living room.
I like the gypsum, the way it has been done, the warm lighting, plus the white lighting as well. Then you have these massive windows that ensure you have tons of natural light seeping in. It's nice to have such a spacious room that is light filled. Then you have this whole wall that has been cladded with marble sheets. Looks good. You have veneers on this side, and on the floor you have SPC flooring. As Willings was saying, the plinth area might not be that big, but you feel like you have a lot of room within here. And moving on to this side, you have your dining area. I can see that this is a table for 8 people. You can even do a slightly bigger one if you wanted. And again, you also have natural light seeping in because of that corner window that you get. More window out over there, and in this case the ceiling is a double volume. Even for your dining area, you still get a lot of headroom. I like that you get this headroom because now you have the opportunity to use statement pieces for your lighting fixtures. I can see there's even a provision for that.
Yes, definitely. So I know that was the idea. But like we have explained, the house is somewhat not yet done to completion.
Still a work in progress. And on this side, you have a bar area. You can have some stools over here. Again, from here you have they have tiled the floor because you're dealing with wetness in the kitchen, so you need tiling on the floor, and you have an island over here. I like that they did an island and a bar area over there, so you get more spacing for the person working in the kitchen, and also you get, because it's a spacious house, they could afford to do this. Have the separation. And coming to this side, actually this kitchen comes with some very cool stuff like a dishwasher over there, and over here you have this shelving, which is very good for short people. The short people who have been catered for over here. And therefore it makes sure that you don't have to get stools to step on to reach for things in the kitchen.
Special dedication to all my 5'1" ladies.
They have been well catered for, So the cooker over there, hood, and more appliances on this side, space for a side-by-side door fridge. And I also like what they did with the ceiling. This wooden fixture looks amazing. And again, if you pay attention, you'll notice that you don't have many lighting fixtures for this kitchen, yet it is one of the best well-lit kitchens that I have been to because of the windows. So these windows really have played a big role.
And also the way they have opened up the whole area. It also adds on to the lighting and also the aeration of the space.
And again, I should also add that even for the kitchen, you get a double volume ceiling.
Yes.
That's really amazing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Though what would be exciting would be to see a functional island. Yeah. Because imagine how amazing it would be to have that hood hanging from the top all the way down.
Actually, I think I've been designing a house in my head.
Yeah.
You know the house I'm referring to.
Yeah.
And I'm having a lot of issues with the hood hanging on. And I'm seeing a situation where I will sacrifice probably just have a sink, because I don't want a hood unless I get someone who can fit a hood.
A hood that can...
the retractable hood. Yeah. If you know you can do retractable hoods, please comment there in the video. I need you.
So my question is, what's the problem with the hood?
It's about what you said, the openness. It blocks light. I don't want it. And I can refer to the house. There's a house we toured in Runda, the 371, one of the favorite houses that I like, 375 million. I just feel that the hood gets in the way. I would want to have that openness, the way like this space is open. But that's a personal preference. Yeah. So moving on to this side, you have this door that opens to the pantry area. And again, this is a very spacious pantry. And guys, I told you that we're in an area where we have a lot of trees. So if you leave your doors open like we did, then you have birds coming in. Yeah. And this is, I know some people will be bothered by this, but for me, this is beauty.
Yeah, it's amazing.
And
I like how it's looking for a way to get out. It doesn't remember it got into the door.
This is why you should have windows everywhere, because even in your pantry is very well lit, and you have more space on this side. So this is actually more like a service room, because you can even, as you can see, in this case, the owner has a cooler on this side, and they have a washing machine over here. And stepping outside through this door, I hope the bird will get to follow us. And unfortunately, the sun is so hot, and I've just broken my glasses. And it's always very hard to get these grasses. So now I'm suffering. Willis has grasses. He's the lucky one today. So if you see me, my face changing, just understand it's the sun. So this is an extension of the laundry area. And I like how hidden it is from the rest of the family, even from the backyard. You'll notice that when you're hosting at the backyard, this space is not visible. You know, sometimes you visit houses and you can see hanging lines. It's never a good picture.
It's never a pleasant thing to see.
And in this case, they have sorted that out. And you are welcomed to this outdoor dining area. So over here, there's a door that you can use to go back into the dining area, and in extension, the living space. But we came through the laundry area. And this is a good space. I like that it is covered. I like the lighting fixture that they have gone with here. And I can see myself spending more time over here. It feels cool to be here, you know, like in the outdoors, indoors. And moving on to this side, you have the staircase that takes you to the lower level. And on this lower level, this is where they had done a very nice pool. It is unfinished. However, they have done the waterproofing, and the only remaining thing is the tiling.
I think it's supposed to be an infinity pool.
Yes, it is.
Because I can see that separation there. I think it will be a nice feature to add on. Especially that it's only remaining tiles.
And this is a good lap pool. I want you to stay where you are, Willie, so that they can get a feeling of the dimensions. This is a very good lap pool, and as Willis was saying, they have done it is an infinity. This will look so good when it is complete. I totally agree. And they have the shallow end and the deeper end.
Exactly.
So you know your kids will be safe also. So Ray would also be safe on that side. I know you'll want to show off on this side.
Definitely.
So this is such a good thing to have.
It's amazing to be a swimmer amongst people who don't know how to swim. Because they'll see you as
there goes the bragging. So that's a really beautiful feature. I can only picture it. I can picture it in my head, or rather in my mind, how it will look once it is completed. And this takes you to the lower level where you have the greenery area. And I was making fun of Ray not knowing he is in the vicinity. Hi, Ray. So welcome to the greenery area. It looks so good. First of all, the grass looks amazing. I asked them how they have managed to have it looking like this. First of all, it feels like a carpet.
Yes, it does.
Yeah. I feel like I'm stepping on a carpet. And they told me that the reason they have been able to maintain it like this is because they get their water from the river that they used to water this
Yes, this is actually the last plot, and then you have the riparian and then the river.
Exactly.
Yeah. That is amazing, because now you can utilize that water for your plot. They're even doing farming on the other level,
as you're going to see.
Yeah, as you're going to see. And I think that's an amazing thing to have, especially behind your, in your own compound. You can still have this greenery and you can still have a farm. I love that. And chickens, they have chickens.
These guys are so lucky. They told us that their structure can host about 150 chicken. They have even avocado trees over there.
Even oranges.
The farms looks beautiful. I love it.
I also love it.
And this feels so good stepping on. They also have the watering system incorporated, so you don't have to come with a pipe. So that's already done for you. And this is a spacious area that can host quite a number of people, and you can play darts over here. I like that. Then over here they have a gazebo. Ray has turned the gazebo as his office. How are you, man?
Hi.
How is business?
It's good.
Yeah.
And I can swim, guys.
So
is the also hidden clips.
While you are in the pool.
I was in the pool.
We're going to double check that. In these days of Kasongo, everyone says something. But anyway, you have a spacious gazebo over here. You can make good use of it. It feels cool when you're here. And they have a grill over here that you can make use of. And coming back to this side, you have more greenery. And there's a garden at the lower level that we talked about, where you have the chicken and the oranges and so on. And Willie said that the intro must be shot there. So moving on to this side, you have a huge space beneath the pool area, and this can be used as your storage area. In fact, that is what they have used it as. And this is the beauty of building on a slope. Because you have all these levels. Remember, you started at the parking area. I told you there's a lower level, which is what you're about to see. Then you have this extended area that turns out to be a huge storage area. I mean,
they even have a tank on the other side of the storage area.
The storage area. That's how spacious it is.
Yes.
And walking through this door, you're welcomed to the family room, or rather the TV area. And over here you can put an electric fire space. And you have your TV on this side. This is where they watch TV from. And as Willis mentioned, this house is still a canvas for you to do what you would like to do with it. And on this side, you have two doors, and we'll explain this, but they open to one space. And this is a very spacious room that was not originally meant to be there, but they ended up having it, more storage area, but you can use it as a theater room, right? That is what we were discussing earlier on, because all you have to do is darken that window and you get that very spacious theater.
I think for me, to this side would be a very cool, awesome home theater, almost facing that side, because that is where the darker space is. So I will just layer them like in terms of like a staircase, and just have
going down.
Yes,
it will look so cool.
And then to this side, I will definitely have something like a bar. And I can utilize this space for drinks and anything, snacks, something that you might need whenever you're watching a movie.
Kind of reminds me of the house we toured in Tilisi. Remember the house?
Yes, I remember that. Exactly. You see the same kind of setup with the bar.
I
will definitely have some like one like that. Big screen over there.
Look amazing.
Definitely. Although I will have the short throw projector instead of having a screen. The short throw projector is way huge, and it has also a good quality of unlike the other projectors.
I'm just thinking of all the things that you can do with this space. You can even turn it into a game room. You can turn it into a man cave.
A man cave, Yeah.
And if those people who work a lot from home and you wanted a proper office, you can turn this into a very spacious office.
Yes.
You can play around with it. There's so much room.
There's endless possibility for this room.
And just to explain, the reason why you have another door there is because they had intended to divide this space. That means you can even put glass doors over here. And use very big, those dark curtains, very big curtains. Still have your theater room over there and maybe have that as a space for something else. And moving on to that side, I then don't know what you do with this space because it's just, there'll be more like a reception.
Maybe just use it as a gym or something.
Or a gym. And coming to this side, you have this door that opens to a very spacious powder area. And this powder area is actually directly beneath the other powder area that you saw at the entrance of the property. And going to this side, you have this room that opens to a service room that has these batteries, and this is why I tell you that this house is 95% powered by solar. So the only thing that doesn't use solar in this house is the fridge and the gate. But everything else, the lighting you're on right now, it's all solar. The batteries have charged up to 88%, and it's not even noon. So you can imagine by 4 p.m. fully charged. This is a lot.
This is a lot. I don't think you'd ever need KPLC.
You'll never need KPLC, and that's a good thing. I'm so happy when people don't need KPLC because these guys are so unreliable. Staircase taking you to the next level. On this side, should we start on this side or this side?
That side.
This side. So this is the guest bedroom. And one thing I actually like about this guest bedroom is that being on the lower level, they can access this space without really going through the main entrance. They can just come down the staircase by the retaining wall, back to the backyard, and come in the way we came in.
If you are creative enough to put glass doors, sliding doors over there, then they can access it directly.
Actually, that would have been the best way to go about it. Have a door over here, and you can use it. Even your son, once they initiated, they can use it. When they are young adults. And on this other side, you have the bathroom serving this space. Bathroom is very spacious, and I forgot to mention, I actually commend them for using floating water closets. They look, they fit well into the space. And on this other side, you have this door that opens to what is the home library. And the only thing they haven't done is to tile it, but otherwise that you can either decide to tile it or use another flooring like SPC. And earlier on we were saying that this could also make for a gym because it is well lit. Well ventilated. And you can also actually add sliding doors and have them act as windows, because in the gym you actually need a lot of fresh air. You can even use it as a yoga room and so on. Okay, we are done with the lower level. Now let's take the stairs so that we can see what you have at the upper level. On this level, you have just two rooms. One, the primary bedroom on this side, and on this side, the office space. And I think we can start with the office space on this side. So welcome to the office space, and you have a desk on this side, a chair on this side, and it is front facing. And from here you can see your neighbor's very massive house. Wow. And and I guess this also serves as the server room. And this is why I say I forgot to mention that you have cameras around the property, and also inside the house within the common spaces, which is nice, especially for a parent, because the owner was telling us that she can normally converse with the kids and tell them, why are you not doing your homework? Even when she's not in the house. I
actually wanted to mention that they are not just normal cameras, they are ring cameras. And it's amazing to see that, because they give you more functionality and also security.
And as you come from the office to the primary bedroom, you have this CNC that they used, probably because of the safety of the kids. But Willis earlier on was saying that this will look so nice when it is open, because then you'd see past the windows to your backyard
Yes.
and beyond, and that would also add into the natural light flowing to this space.
Yeah. Or even if they didn't want to do short railings like a balcony,
You can
they
do
could
a
have do
high one.
Or even just a full window, full glass window.
Full glass. That will actually look very nice
Yes.
over here.
Yeah.
And moving on to this side, you have this pivoted door that opens to both sides. Yeah. So I like that. That's a cool feature to have for the primary bedroom space. And from here, you have the bathroom on this side and the closet progressing to this side. Welcome to the closet space. It's very spacious. It feels airy. I think this should be the least for a closet space. I agree with that guy who says don't call side-by-side wardrobes closet space.
A walk-in closet.
A walk-in closet.
Yeah.
But this is very even the window. Look at the size of the windows.
Yes, I mean there's enough natural lighting coming in here. So if you have maybe, let's say, a mirror to that side, you'll definitely be looking at yourself.
Exactly. Yeah. This feels very spacious.
Yeah.
And I like the fact that you can, even if you're using it as two people, there's enough space for you to walk around.
Yes.
Yeah. And without getting into each other's space. Huh?
Yeah.
And
I can for sure say that I love how they created this space here.
I too feel that way.
Yeah.
In fact, I'm just having so many ideas about redesign this space.
Yeah.
And
do you remember the
add more storage?
Yes.
It will look amazing.
Also, do you remember the house in Westlands?
Yes.
It was a duplex.
Yes, I know the house you're talking
Yes,
about.
yeah. I mean, you could implement the same thing for the closet right here.
Exactly. And it will look amazing. And in fact, you'd have more space because you see all that space. I would add more cabinetry and have that railing. You know that railing?
Oh, yes. One that you can climb on.
Exactly. Yeah. And I have so many ideas. I'll probably even go for the house we toured in Kitsulu, the 345 million one. Remember the cabinetry, how it looked?
Oh, yes.
Yeah, you remember?
Yeah.
That's the kind of cabinet I would use
You'd use here.
Yes.
Yeah, of course. Yeah.
My goodness.
I definitely hang, jackets, coats over there because those ones we don't use a lot. So you can hang them like at the very top and then now have your other clothes.
And this is why I probably should say, if you're building, always remember that to have spacious spaces. Why? Because it's very easy to play around with them. Look at how excited we are at the thought of how we could play around
with this space.
You would rather not have it complete, but just have it.
Yeah.
Because if the chance allows you, or if the opportunity arises, you can play around with it so much and have a very nice looking space.
As long as you're living, it's not the end of earning. So you can also, in as much as your budget cannot stretch at that time, you can continue earning later on and still
do not limit yourself to your
your present budget.
And have big windows within the closet space. Thank you for that. Moving on to this side, you have the bathroom space. Bathroom is quite spacious, like that you get a cubicle shower on that side. You have a nice vanity on this side with a nice sink setup. You'd have even done a double vanity. It's spacious enough for that. And water closet as the far end. And I feel that it's also spacious enough to have a tub. We see the developer, actually there's a provision on this side.
Yes.
You have the provision on this side. So it's just a matter of adding the tab there.
Yes. I mean, most of these things, like there is a provision for them. You just need to add them. And I think for them, they had thought that through, of course. And they were right at the brink of also putting that. And now welcome to the bed space. I like how these rooms feel spacious. Again, because you have this double volume element, you get a lot of headroom, as Willis was saying. And I like the idea of this freestanding fan. Feels nice and blow some cool air into our faces. They even have a projector on this side. So instead of having a TV, why not make good use of the whole wall? Space. That's the best part of having a huge wall.
Exactly. Especially like this one. And then you have a space for an electric fire space. You have a balcony on that side where you can chill out, from where you can come and enjoy the views of what you have on this side. This is the last plot on this side because you have a river and then you have the rest of the community on that side.
Yeah.
Place looks lovely, a lot of tree. This is beauty at its best. And to imagine that you're actually 9 kilometers from town.
Yeah, I mean, this is amazing.
It's actually less than 9 kilometers. I think it's 8 kilometers to town.
Yeah, a lot of people, especially in Nairobi, don't get to experience this kind of greenery, the trees, the birds, and a river that flows, right next to you.
A river that you can actually use the water
and
to
it's
water
all
your
season.
grass.
Yeah, it's all season.
You see, Kimau, people will never dream of this. Yeah, Utawala people, they have never seen these trees anywhere. Yeah,
they are hearing of these things and they think it's rumors.
Yeah, they would be shocked that this is not Karura. This is far from Karura. We are several kilometers from Karura.
Yeah.
And I know we are making fun of that, but it's actually a sad thing when you think about it.
Yes, it is.
I wish as a community, and when I say community, I mean as Kenyans, we created more green spaces and we did not grab green spaces because we need them. We need more of them.
Yes, and also community lands.
Yeah, they're very necessary. Those community lands are what will give you green spaces.
Yeah.
And where you're building, I like that now in Kiambu, they have capped the plots at 50 by 100. I still think it's a small space because if someone wants parking, then they'll end up filling cabros. I wish the smallest plot was a quarter. Therefore, people would have trees within their
compound as well.
But even within your small spaces, wherever you are, please try to add
more greenery.
Use live fences if you must. Plant a tree just somewhere within your compound. Let's make our city green and our environments green. And back to this show. This is lovely to be just here and look at your greenery compound over here where you can host. Then you have the garden over there. I mean, you feel like you're in Shags, but you're only 9 kilometers from the Nairobi CBD.
Yes.
Yeah.
I mean, it makes sense to buy a plot here or just live here.
Or buy a house.
Yeah.
And we have toured several properties in this estate, and therefore going by the pricing of this property, I would say it's actually one of the best that we have in terms of the pricing.
Yes.
Most of the prices are in the range of 140, 150, 160. So having a house going for 82 in the same. Yeah, even though you're going to do a few things here and there, those things don't cost you more than 2.5 million Kenya shilling or 3 million.
Yes. And I mean, you also already have a nice structure that's standing.
Yes.
So it's really a bargain, if you ask me.
Yeah. So thank you so much for watching the show. If you'd be interested in this house, all you have to do is call Ray. And Ray, you saw him there, and he'll be waiting for your calls. And then you can advise on how you can come here and see the house for yourself. And with that, we come to the end of our show. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for watching. If you haven't subscribed, please consider subscribing. And if you like what you have seen, give us a like and a recommendation. Bye-bye, and see you on the next one.